Next on Copart, it's the last show of the series, and we're going to reminisce a little when we take a look back at some of our Copart customers' creations.
We'll show you the main street of a small town in Iowa that will never be the same thanks to a resident's brainchild. And don't forget our Hot on the Block auctions this week, 100% Ford powered.
Copart sold in seconds. We are everywhere. Welcome to Copart Sold in Seconds. I'm Greg White. That's Jamie Howe, and we're going to be your tour guides for the world of Copart over the next half hour.
Well, before we trek too far, Magellan, we need to introduce our Hot on the Block auctions for this week.
Okay, so we're starting things off with a 2008 Ford Mustang Shelby GT500 that has taken a shot in the face. Now, with a 5.4-liter supercharged power plant pumping out 540 horsepower, this is one fast pony and well sought after. That might be why it has an ACV of 65,000. It's sitting on a lot in Glassboro, New Jersey with only 1,198 miles on it. The Shelby should fetch a big pile of ducats.
Well, here's something that can fetch all kinds of stuff, a 2007 Ford F-350 Super Duty. It was rolled over and still has some damage, but it is a partial repair with Copart's run and drive verification. The interior is still spotless and the bed is completely usable. Just pick up the exhaust pipe and go.
And back to New Jersey, Glassboro East Lot going up for auction in moments, a 1955 Ford Fairlane. No, this is not a way for me to say Andrew Dice Clay is all washed up. He's doing quite well. But this pink that ain't got no stink old timer is clean inside, but open the hood, it's like a beautiful woman who's got some gnarly teeth, you know? So great project for you. More on that Hot on the Block later.
I have Copart.com open here on my Mac, and I'll let you know when the first Hot on the Block auction is ready or if something else gets my attention.
All right, thanks, Jamie. Now, I know we started pretty quickly, and you might be a little lost, and you probably ask yourself, what is Copart? Believe me, I said that the first time as well. But if you give me 80 seconds, I'll get you up to speed with the world of Copart.com. Start your clocks now. One look at Copart.com shows you the bidding is fast and furious.
Selling all the way now. Going once, going twice.
With more than 135 locations in the U.S. and more than 150 worldwide, the company sells in excess of 5,000 vehicles a day.
Sold to the highest bidder.
Copart has more than 50,000 items to search at any time. Buyers from across the globe bid against each other to get great buys. On everything from cars and trucks to boats and snowmobiles. Copart's easy-to-search inventory comes from the insurance industry, bank and finance companies, as well as dealer, fleets, and rental car companies. Auctions are completely online, so you can register, search, bid, and win from the convenience of your home or office. And if you won't be available for an auction, put in your maximum preliminary bid and let the patented VB2 technology do the work for you. Let's take a look at an auction screen. The green bar in the middle shows you what's selling. The blue area below that lists the actual cash value of the car. That's the value before any damage, and tells you about any type of damage. On the top of the screen, you'll see pictures of the item, as well as the location it's selling from. On the right side of the screen, you'll see bidding action in real time. Under that, the button you can click to raise the bid. 80 seconds and you're up to speed, right? Well, you probably want to see how this actually works. So, Jamie, do you have a live auction for us to look at?
With 3 monitors, I think I can find something. I'm going to point out a few things on this bid screen while we're taking a look at it. It's a 1993 Toyota Camry in West Mifflin, Pennsylvania. You see the 5 pictures at the top. If you look online beforehand, you'll actually see 10 pictures. Down below the pictures, you see it has some rear end damage, certificate of salvage, 116,000 miles on it. That one just sold. You see that on the right-hand side, and that's about it. Bidding on Copart is pretty simple. We'll make sure you get plenty of opportunities to see that VB2 technology in action throughout the show. The first Hot on the Block should be coming up soon.
Now, you know, Jamie, last week was a good week. Now, let's not be weak and take a look at what sold last week. Week. I just want to say week as many times as I could.
Yeah, that's pretty weak. It's our notable sales of the week presented by Auto Owners Insurance. It started off with the 2009 Honda Pilot EXL in Newburgh, New York. Looking at the pictures, it looks brand new, under $17,000 on the odometer with a clean interior and exterior. Bidding lasted for over 2 minutes with bids coming in from 13 different locations all over the globe. Before the winning bid at $23,700 came in from Nigeria.
Last week on the North Miami lot, there was a 2008 Toyota Tundra that went up. Now, the front had taken a shot and the bumper was gone, but it's a 2008 truck. And in 47 seconds, this auction was over. Bidders from Florida, Bolivia, Panama, Libya, all going after it.
But for a price of $14,200, United Arab Emirates got it. Well, hopefully somebody give those late model rides some love and get them back on the road.
Speaking of late, we need to take a break.
Yes, we do. So check it out. That's the Copart counter. 1,605 sold so far today.
When we return, a Copart customer in the Midwest keeps his small town moving.
And our first hot on the block auction. This 2008 Ford Mustang Shelby GT 500 after this.
Welcome back to Copart Sold in Seconds. The first hot on the block auction just ended. Greg, why don't you tell us more about the Shelby 500?
Sure. So the 2008 Ford Mustang Shelby GT 500. I mentioned it before. The power comes from a 5.4-liter supercharged V8 throwing down a piddly 540 horses. This car is the 40th anniversary edition. It had badges on it somewhere. Anyway, the car originally sold for $80,000. This one had an ACV of $65K with damage all over. Let's see how it went.
The bidding started off at $14,300 in preliminary bidding, and we're already up to over $15,000.
This is definitely a hot car, limited edition, very fast in a straight line. 122 mile an hour in the quarter mile, I think. Pretty good.
Kentucky, New Jersey, up to 15.4.
A lot of great parts on this one.
Oh, to the highest.
And there you go. See you later, Shelby.
Here's an auction that's happening now in West Mifflin, Pennsylvania. Oop, that one just sold, so now we're on to a 1995 Honda Accord.
Very
Great car.
smart vehicle, economical.
Does have some rear end damage. 184,000 miles on it, but Hondas will run forever.
They certainly can run forever.
Going one, going
Fuel
twice.
efficient. 2.2-liter four-cylinder.
With the run and drive verification.
Well, that's all the live action we have for now. Well, what do you have, Jamie?
We've been to lots of places to bring you stories from Copart customers, and all you visited more than a dozen states with us, and we're about to take you to one more, Iowa. To say this is off the beaten path, well, that's a bit of an understatement. It's a town not big enough for a stoplight, where a grain elevator is the tallest structure, and Main Street is one of the only streets. Welcome to Sway City, Iowa. Most of the time, it's quiet here, except when things get started up.
Everything I own has been wrecked and fixed.
That's Jason Edwards, a man whose shop and creativity seem to overshadow his surroundings. While he enjoys rebuilding the big things, Jason is practical about what his customers need.
We do a lot of trucks here. A lot of the farmers are looking for older vehicles they can use in the farms, you know, stuff like that. So most of them are looking for cars for the kids.
And Jason relies on Copart to get his customers just what they want.
Ooh, it's really easy. It just needs a box. My theory is, why buy a car off the lot when you can buy one that's wrecked and put the cool stuff on it and make it the way you want?
Jason enjoys showing off his handiwork when it comes to fixing wrecks, like this truck that had been slapped in the side.
See, it was pretty rough when I got it, but I bought a parts truck and split the cab in half and put a front clip on it and put a box on it. Turned out to be a really nice truck.
Jason uses parts off other Copart purchases to complete his builds, and the tow hitch on this one means Jason can pick up even more parts cars.
Just a lot easier when you have a parts truck on hand.
But Jason says one thing he really likes about Copart is that he doesn't always need parts. Like when he went to work on this Corvette that had, shall we say, taken a swim.
We just put a battery pack on it and it started right up.
And while a Corvette might get some attention in Sway City, Jason sure doesn't stop there.
If you want to get your name out there, you got to build crazy stuff.